Podcast time, my friends. It's August 26th, and let's finish up the month of August with a question that I've got for all of you. And I'd love to hear some more feedback from you in the comments section of wherever you happen to listen to this podcast, whether it's on YouTube with Solid Signal Blog or any of the other aggregators out there. Love to hear you engage on this one particular question. And the question is this: why don't more people have cellular signal boosters? A cellular signal booster is one of my favorite pieces of equipment because honestly, there's just so many questions that it answers. Without going into too much of the technical aspect of it, what it does do is give you better cell service inside. If you've got good cell service outside, even if you've got marginal cell service outside, you can get great cell service inside without resorting to Wi-Fi and why would you not want that? That is the question. Sure, let's talk first about the whole Wi-Fi issue. Pretty much every modern phone today does have Wi-Fi calling, and that's something that will help you get great service even if you don't have good service in your home. Which, is great for you and everybody who lives with you. But unless you're willing to set up a guest network and give people your Wi-Fi credentials and all of that stuff, it's not going to help your guests a lot. And I think that even though today people tend to socialize online a lot more than they socialize in person, you still have to have a way to give people good cell service when they come to visit you for a while. And honestly, Wi-Fi calling is not that. A cellular signal booster works a lot better than Wi-Fi calling because it gives everybody, regardless of carrier, the opportunity to have great cell service in your home or office. And I'll get to offices in just a minute. But for homes, this is just an essential bit of hospitality here in 2019. I gotta say, what could be more hospitable than making sure that your friends had great cell service, which is, after all, kind of what they want. Talking about businesses need cellular signal boosters. I've written a couple of articles about this at the Solid Signal blog, and they're based on my frustration when I go to a place I want to spend time, whether it's a movie theater. Somebody said I shouldn't get good cell service in a movie theater. I disagree. Or a mall or a shop or whatever. Anytime which I go out and I don't want to shop online and I go somewhere, I want to have good cell service, period. Business owners think that they don't need good cell service because people are there to shop. Well, guess what? They're wrong. Sorry to just put it plainly like that, but the truth is your customers need good cell service all the time. Your employees need good cell service all the time. You are not going to be able to stop somebody from, getting the messages that they want to get. They'll just stop working or stop shopping with you if that's going to be the case. And so you really need a good cellular signal booster system that is going to make sure everybody in your business has got great service. Unfortunately, builders don't seem to think about what cell service is going to be like after they build and almost make it harder for company or from people to get good cell service in the buildings that they put up, and I don't get it. So the bottom line is, for a home, a cellular signal booster system is a little expensive. $400 or $500, give or take. Some are less, some are more. But that sounds like a lot. That's half the price of one premium phone. And a cell booster system will work with every phone in your home and will probably outlast not only the phone you have now, but the next phone you get, because they're just really well built and they last a long time. For businesses, cell systems, they cost a little bit more because they cover more space. But in the end, this is a way to make sure that you can continue to do business. It's not going to be something that's optional in a lot of ways. If you wonder why people don't spend a lot of time in your store, ask yourselves, do they have to go outside just to get a text message? Nobody really wants that. Simple as that. And so I guess I just don't get it, folks. I don't understand why people are not making the investments in these systems. They're easy to install, they're not terribly expensive, and they work. Yeah, I know there are people who think they don't, and I run into those folks all the time. But the truth is that properly installed, they do work. And this is a solution to a problem that everybody does have, and I'm, maybe just a little frustrated. I've been talking about cell booster systems for about 7 years. almost 8 now, and penetration in the market is not really any higher than it was at that time. So I guess it's up to you, my faithful Solid Signal podcast listeners, to go out there and evangelize a little bit, to talk about how great cell booster systems are, how they're better than Wi-Fi, how they're better than having no service at all in a store, how stores really do need good cell service. It's not optional anymore in 2019. And to tell me what I can do as part of the Solid Signal team to make people more aware of what cell boosters can do for them. You're going to find a lot of cell boosters at solidsignal.com when you shop there, and stuff for every budget, stuff for every size building. And the one thing they have in common is they all work. And why would you not want that? Anyway, that's about it for me for this podcast. I'm a little bit bitter about this subject, and I'd love to hear from all of you how I can improve my attitude. Until then, I will talk to you next week. It is Labor Day next week, so possibly the podcast might be out a little early to compensate for that, but we'll see. Until then, have a great one.